I'm coming in hot. Coming in hot.
Opetaia is trying to get cruiserweight undisputed, but nobody cares. But I'll speak about it. Let's talk.
Straighter, not
Yep.
roundhouse right hand.
And that's what we've been talking about, the straight shot. The one where he gets leverage on it.
I don't want to kill
Pull
somebody
back
for
a little
few
bit.
seconds.
Nah, I want a body on my record.
Now, I want to see you fight motherfuckers. I do. All right, I'm with you. I'm with you. As long as you're trying to fight the great, the best competition.
So Opetaia was trying to get a unification with this Chris Smith guy. He was trying to get a unification, but he couldn't. So he did an interview, and he had some things to say. So let's address some of these things. He says everybody's busy, all the fighters are busy. So he's not really degrading anybody, not downing anybody. He says everybody's busy. Man, we're busy, we're staying busy. It's still a good fight. Obviously, we were chasing that unification fight, but it is what it is. I'm not taking Jack Macy lightly at all. I'm expecting a real hard fight, so it should be good. I've got nothing against Chris Smith. I think he's a good dude. He's a good champion. He always holds himself well. He never trash talks. I'm not chasing Chris Smith as an individual. I'm chasing the belt. So that's just how boxing works. I'm chasing unification fights, and he's got a belt, so let's get it on. I feel like Ramirez is a hard fight, but he always proves people wrong. I know he's got a lot of heart. He's got that will to win. It's hard to beat someone that doesn't want to lose. He's always got something to prove. I think it's a great fight. We actually had a meeting yesterday with Turki after the press conference, and we had a sit down. And that fight is the smartest thing to do. He's talking about the unification between him and the winner, the winner of Gilberto Ramirez and Smith. We want the winner of Smith Ramirez, and then we want to collect the rest of the belts. So it's all doable. We just need these guys to accept the fight. Now, this is Opetaia, trying to get undisputed at cruiserweight. Gilberto Ramirez is fighting Chris Smith to unify the WBA and the WBO belts. This other dude is Greek Noel Mecca, whatever the hell, and this Ryan dude. Now I give them a pass, and the reason why he gets a pass is because this Ryan dude, Ryan wrote, is a mandatory. So I gave him a pass. He's fine to have that fight. It's a mandatory. He's got to take his mandatory. I get it. Unifications trump mandatories with the IBF and the WBC, which they could have done, but apparently that unification was set in stone already before everything. Something happened with this fight was supposed to happen already, but it was postponed due to injury, and got postponed again. So here we are with that. So Opetaia is trying to stay busy, but he's fighting, if I'm not mistaken, the number 11 ranked guy, Jack Massey or Massey, whatever, John Massey, James Massey, whatever. He is ranked number 11. Now there's other guys higher ranked up that he could fight. But truth be told, I really don't think it matters. I think Opetaia is the best cruiserweight in the world. I think he beats all these guys. I think monetarily wise, money-wise, the biggest fight for Opetaia is to fight Gilberto Mendoza. That's the biggest money fight, because nobody even gives a damn about these other guys at all. No one cares not one bit about undisputed at cruiserweight. Nobody. Since Usyk left, don't nobody care. They care about Opetaia fighting by himself. He can fight anybody, and that's the biggest fight up there. But when Gilberto Mendoza got there, that's the biggest fight now. Opetaia and Gilberto Mendoza is the biggest fight at cruiserweight. So honestly and respectfully, that's what he's trying to do. And I don't got no beef with him trying to get the biggest fight. It just so happens that him fighting the winner of Gilberto Mendoza and this Chris Smith dude is for 3 belts. So it doesn't really get any better than that, man. It really doesn't get any better at all. It's the biggest fight for him, and it's a 3-belt unification. It doesn't get any better, man. It doesn't get any better. I really don't pay too much attention to the cruiserweights. I know Gilberto Mendoza and I know Ja Opetaia. I've watched those guys fight. I've watched a little bit of this Chris Smith dude because I just wanted to see what the hoopla was about. I mean, I don't see nothing special. I don't. And again, I've only watched a little bit of one fight, so it wasn't like I sit here and broke the cruiserweights down and study the way I do with the other weight classes because I really don't care about the cruiserweight division. And the reason why I'm speaking on it is because Ja Opetaia wants Undisputed. Now, for a long time, people kept saying about Deontay, what we want Undisputed. But nobody is pressing for Undisputed at 170, I mean, at 200. Nobody's pressing for Undisputed at cruiserweight. Not one person. You don't see anybody running around here talking about they want Undisputed at cruiserweight at all. They didn't even say that when Usyk was there. But they're damn sure not saying it right now. And we're what, 3 fights away from an Undisputed champion? Ja Opetaia fights the winner of Gilberto Mendoza and Chris Smith, and then the winner of this Ryan versus Melio, whatever the hell his name is. Whatever these guys, Melio, McAlien, whatever. Yeah, the winner of those. And this McAlien dude, keeps getting injured. So McAlien and Ryan versus Ja Opetaia, the winner of that versus Ja Opetaia, Massey winner, and versus we're 3 fights from an Undisputed champion. 3 fights, bro. And nobody cares at all. Nobody cares. Nobody's out here running around here clamoring for, oh, man, we need to get this fight, bro. We need to get this fight. We need to get that fight. Ja Opetaia dropped his IBF belt because he fought somebody that he shouldn't have fought, and the IBF wasn't with it. Won the IBF belt back, and nobody still cares. Everybody already knows that Ja Opetaia is the best guy at 200. He's the best guy at cruiserweight, bro. There's no questions here. Nobody's asking any questions on who the top dude is. He is the top dude, even though they don't have him as a top dude. They got Gilberto Mendoza as a number 1 guy for whatever reason. And we can speak on that at a later date. But for whatever reason, they have Gilberto Mendoza as the number 1 guy. He's not the number 1 guy. At all. The number 1 guy at cruiserweight is Ja Opetaia, and it's not even close. As a matter of fact, I think Ja Opetaia is going to stop Gilberto Mendoza. Gilberto Mendoza fights a specific style that is very, very conducive to him getting knocked out by Ja Opetaia. He'll be right there. No one's going to have to chase him. He'll be right there. He doesn't keep his chin all the way tucked down. He keeps his chin up. Well, not up to get knocked out, but he don't tuck it in as good as he should. So he's susceptible to get clipped. Now, he has shown that he has a decent chin because he was getting punched on by Bivol. But, yeah, I think Ja Opetaia annihilates him. I think this unification with Chris is because Chris sees that Gilberto Mendoza is moving up, and he's also Mexican. So everybody looks at this and say, oh, but the Mexican guy is a star, and the Mexican guy is a draw, and they have this weird ass thing, which is not true, but they have this weird ass thing. Oh, the Mexican is the draw, and the Mexican is the draw, and the Mexican got a country behind him, and the Mexican got a draw, and these are. So that's the reason why they wanted to fight Gilberto Mendoza. So if I was Chris Smith and I saw that on the table and then Ja Opetaia on the table, I'm taking Gilberto Mendoza all day, every day, and 5 times on Sunday, bro. That's the one I want. So that's exactly what he did, and I don't got no beef with it, and neither does Ja Opetaia. Ja doesn't have any beef with it either. He's like basically saying, bro, we're all fighting. It's a business. We're all fighting. We'll be able to link up specifically with Turki Alalshikh being in the picture now. With Turki Alalshikh being in the picture and being able to give people bags and the amounts of money that, or close to the amounts of money that they're looking for, maybe not the exact amount, but close to it. And with Turki in the business of boxing, you have an opportunity to make a name for yourself that you might not have been able to make previously, because he's giving people opportunity that normally they would have never gotten the opportunity. That's why Chris Eubank called them scumbags, and they are scumbags, the promoters. But Turki Alalshikh don't give a damn about none of that. They don't care about none of that. It's like, this is the fight I want. I want this fight. Make this fight. So Opetaia is trying to become undisputed. He's fighting this Massey dude. He's looking at the winner of the Unification, and Turki Alalshikh is supposed to be making the winner of Opetaia and Massey versus the winner of Chris Smith and Gilberto Mendoza, right? That's supposed to be the next fight for them. It's a 3-belt unification. There is no hype and hoopla about it at all. No one gives a sweet damn. No one gives a damn about this. But needless to say, I think it's a great fight. I think it's great. It's great for boxing. We'll end up having a 3-belt champion at cruiserweight, and he'll be sitting around waiting for the winner of this weird-ass neck-tatted Ryan dude and this McAlien dude to fight, and for them to get there, whoever's going to win that, then they can link up with Turki, and then they can have another undisputed fight, because this Gilberto Mendoza fight is already ongoing. The winner of that is going to be a unified champion, which means we're 2 fights away from an undisputed champion. So Turki will now be putting on how many undisputed fights now? This is what, the second one he's about to do? This will be 3 undisputed title fights. 3 undisputed fights that Turki's about to put on. We haven't had 3 undisputed fights in 30 years. Or with one promotional company. Matter of fact, we haven't had 3 undisputed fights in like 40 years with one promotional company. Yeah, we haven't had nothing like this since forever. The closest to this was Don King. And those weren't even undisputed fights. He was putting on undisputed defenses. This is 3 undisputed. It'll be cruiserweight with Opetaia and the winner of whomever. Heavyweight. So heavyweight, cruiserweight, and light heavyweight. He went from the top and he's going down. Heavyweight, cruiserweight, light heavyweight. He'll have 3 undisputed title fights in his tenure. And he hasn't even been in boxing for a year and some change. Tops 2 years. And he's done 3 different weight classes, 3 different undisputed fights. If he was in boxing earlier, he might have cleared up a lot of stuff. But whatever. He ain't perfect at all. Not by no stretch of the means. But he's doing things that are good for the sport of boxing. And that part I respect. So salute to Turki for that. Opetaia, I understand what you want, and I'm with you. And I hope you get it, and I'm pushing for it. I'm pushing for it. Hence what this video is about. Right? I'm pushing for Opetaia to get undisputed at cruiserweight. That's what he wants. The fights are there. He's 2 fights away from him. Now, he's got to beat Massey now, but I believe he'll destroy Massey. And if all goes well, Gilberto Mendoza will beat Smith, which is not a given at all. But even if Smith wins, I mean, if Smith wins, then it's a 3-belt unification, and it's a co-main event. If Gilberto Mendoza wins, then it's a 3-belt unification, and it could be a main event. Opetaia and Gilberto Mendoza unifying 3 belts could be a main event in Riyadh season. I don't believe that Smith versus Opetaia is a main event fight at all. But Gilberto Mendoza is. Gilberto Mendoza is, for the same weird lies that people push, that Mexicans sell and blah, blah, blah. That's why Mendoza is, but Smith isn't. But that's neither here nor there. Salute to Opetaia. I support you. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan. I'm following you, and I'm going to make sure that as long as you want the best to fight the best, and you're going for the best fighting the best, I'm riding with you, man. BFTB, shout to the mighty LDBC. And I'm out. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, subscribe to my Patreon. And if you feel like supporting me, please support me in the PayPal or the Cash App.